Morning, guys. Saturday, June 8th here in Rusty, Rhode Island. So I went over and I picked up another ballast resistor at the parts store, just to give you an idea how much the fan slows down. That's full speed. That's speed with the ballast resistor. It's about half, and it's about all I need. So I'm going to be hooking up this ballast resistor, and as usual, I'm going to solder the connections and firmly mount it so that the metal that it's mounted to actually works as a heat dam. That's a lot of times people hook up ballast resistors. If you can't just leave them hanging. They got to be bolted to metal, or they'll basically burn out. When you hook it to the firewall, it helps to shed the heat off of it. But what a difference, huh? Yeah, that's going to work way better. I did the same thing on the 48, as you guys know, and slowed it down, and I haven't had any temperature problems at all. The only problem I really have is I can't hear it running. Is I have to turn the radio off. I'm so scared that it's not running that I check it once in a while, but I have to actually, I can't hear it over the radio. And I like electric fans. The only thing that sucks about them is the noise. But like I said, by slowing this down. This motor obviously is not the original motor, but even when I had this in here before, just being from an AC unit, the fan itself was in an air conditioning unit, and I took it out at the junkyard and installed it in here. So the ballast resistor that I paid $12 for makes it run just perfect. The motor, as you know, was a Chevrolet blower fan motor that I had laying around. So here we go. So now I got to get a nut and a bolt to permanently affix that there. Let me go grab that. So when I took all those antennas apart, I picked up all this hardware. Some are longer, here's a shorter one here. This is what I'm going to use to attach this in place. Right now, let's take the wires off. Get this hot thing out of the way. I can tell you that every connection on this truck, even though they're put together with these butt connectors and end connectors and stuff, that they're all soldered. There's nothing worse than being sitting in traffic because one of those connectors comes apart. They're not exactly high quality, so I'm thinking that's going to go through there like that. This is going to go in here like that. Got that little plastic thing sticking down, holding the, if I can get past that, let's see. Looks like I'm going to have to nip that off a little bit, sticking down too much. Got my snippers here. Snip the end of this butt off a little bit. There we go. She's going to fit now. Nope. Won't fit that way. Guess I gotta kind of go like this. Like that. Nope, that won't work. Looks like I'm gonna have to rethink this a little bit because of this bolt right here, the nut. So I definitely want to have it sitting flush in there. Maybe if I can just bend that down a little bit. There she goes. I just bent it down just a little bit. Now I can get her in. There she goes. Faults, fails, bend it. I don't have the flexibility I used to have back in the day. I used to have no problem laying under a car, putting stuff on for hours on end. You know, start and finish a transmission job in one day. I haven't done that in a long time. I basically have to break everything up now. I almost got my house painting on the back, and this west side I've almost got it scraped, and then I'll be able to spray paint it. The spray paint's obviously the easy job. It's scraping all the old paint off that becomes a pain in the ass. So it looks like this is going to work out alright here. Get that right in there. This is a ballast resistor for a 47 Chevrolet. So it would basically reduce 6 down to about 3.5, 4 volts at that peak amperage, obviously. I think, yeah, 4 volts was about what the coils ran on. 6-volt systems. And it's amazing how 4 volts can turn into, 15,000. And that's about what those old coils produced. Now you got, you're up in the 100,000s for these high. So there we go. We got this one here. And we got this one. Okay. Seems like something's touching over there. Have to check that out. We got a little vibration. Oh, there it went away. Almost. Weird. Now it's coming and going. It's like a little ticking noise. Oh, wait a minute. It's this stuff. This has to go over the top like that. So as usual, I'm using the tube bead sealer, tire bead sealer, which is basically just uncured rubber. Putting that on, and that's going to seal it up. I went to the store today, made a list, and then I just went over to the drawer and I don't have any black tape left, so starting a new list. Saturday in Resistor down.